Hey everybody, in case you didn't know, Midnight Horrors released a 3-part Easter event which awards 3 badges and 3 in-game items for completing each part of the event. This tutorial is specifically on one of those badges, which you get for defeating a boss called Eggmil, which is supposed to be similar to a Dark Souls boss. To begin, you need to get the mall map, which is designated in the voting region and has an egg next to it to show you that it is an Easter map, and then run in this specific room that has a keypad. The code for the keypad is 513912. Keep in mind that the keypad works for the entire server, so make sure you're the only one entering the code. After you enter the code, you get teleported to this arena, which allows you to fight the boss. Defeating the boss for the first time allows you to fight it in one-shot mode, which means you only have 1 life, and defeating one-shot mode allows you to come back and fight the boss in lunatic mode, which basically buffs all the boss's stats. Completing lunatic mode awards you a stress ball item, but for the sake of the video, I'm only going to be going over the main boss fight, which is the first region here. You need to go down into this room and deactivate the generator, then pick up the egg to initiate the boss battle. As far as I'm aware, this sword item here does nothing and it's just a troll, but once you initiate the boss battle, you should be good to go. The boss has a series of attacks that you'll need to learn and practice in order to survive, and it is worth noting that jumping and dashing are enabled for this region. Specifically, pressing shift allows you to dodge through some of the attacks, giving you temporary invincibility frames, so it's really good to utilize that attack. Also, jumping allows you to get past some of the attacks, but I would stick to dashing simply because it's more reliable, as dashing gives you invincibility frames. Anyway, here is me fighting the boss for the first time. You can see here, this attack is fairly easy to avoid, and the whole time I'm just going to be looking at it, holding my mouse down to deal as much damage as possible. You can also press Q to lock onto the boss, which helps a little bit if you need to focus on dodging, but I don't recommend doing this as it reduces the amount of spread your bullets has, or increases the amount of spread, I should say, meaning your bullets will more often than not miss the boss. For lunatic mode, it's really helpful to lock on, in my personal opinion, but for the regular boss fight, you don't need to be doing that. You can see here the easiest way to dodge these attacks is just to stay at the corner of the arena at the far end and just take your time going past everything one by one. The big laser beam is hard to dodge, and it can sometimes place the laser directly on your character, but if you watch the boss's arms, you can actually tell when he's about to do the laser because he points at you before starting it. Then all you have to do is dash through the laser beams and you'll be fine. Also, for this double whammy attack where he kind of comes at you from both sides with the big bouncy balls, you can just jump and dash to get past it. It's a really easy way to dodge that attack I have found, and pretty reliable, so I recommend doing that. If you try to go for one-shot mode, I would recommend spending some time memorizing each of the attacks and finding a method that reliably works for you. It took me about an hour to get one-shot mode down and another few hours to actually beat it, and then it took another 5 or 6 hours to actually beat lunatic mode. So if you're going to be going for those, make sure that you take the time to learn each of the boss's attack patterns and get down a method that works best for you. It's different for everybody, but just make sure you know the patterns and you'll be fine. Anyway, I hope this video helps you out on how to beat Eggmil, and let me know if you need any more tips down in the comments below. Thanks. Lauren, I think I won.
Oh, yep, you won.
Let's go. And I recorded it.